Hi there, my name is Carly and I'm the social media manager at Full Leaf Tea Company. Today I'm going to tell you all about matcha, everything you need to know to brew it, and how it came to be so popular. Although matcha has more recently become popular and regarded as a superfood because of its super high antioxidant levels, it's actually been around for a very long time. So first of all, let's talk about the difference between matcha and regular steeped green tea. Matcha is green tea, we know that. However, matcha means that you're consuming the whole leaf because it's a blended version of the tea leaf, whereas normal green tea, which you can see on the right, is just a steeped version of the tea leaves. So here's a look at some green tea leaves. This is our gunpowder green tea at Full Leaf Tea Company. You can see their little individual tea leaves. These ones are nice and curly, which is why they get their name gunpowder. And matcha, on the other hand, is a very fine powder. Because matcha is a stone ground powder, you're using the entire tea leaf and getting all the benefits, so you're not losing any of those antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals while you're steeping the tea and throwing away the actual tea leaf. So matcha is actually great for anybody who's trying to quit coffee but still needs that caffeine. Matcha has a slower caffeine release, which means that it won't give you that groggy feeling after you come down from a kind of caffeine high from coffee. It's also packed with antioxidants, so it's a great alternative for a lot of people. However, it's a little bit complicated to brew if you don't know what you're doing and can seem kind of intimidating. So let me walk you through it. To brew matcha, you only need a few tools. These are the traditional tools that we sell at Full Leaf Tea, but I'll let you know about a couple other alternatives that you can use if these tools aren't in your budget. This first product is a bamboo whisk for whisking matcha and getting it extra smooth. You could also use just a normal household whisk or a frother if you have one of those on hand. Next up is our bamboo scoop. You can also just use a teaspoon like the one I have sitting next to it, or any measuring spoon you have. This one is just a little bit fancy and is more traditional for the matcha experience. The only other tools you're going to need are a bowl. This one I have here is a traditional matcha bowl, but you can use any bowl you have, some hot water, and your matcha. Okay, you've got your tools, now you need your matcha. There's a lot of different types to choose from, but I'll show you two that we carry that pretty much sum up what you would need for a matcha latte or a simple matcha drink. This first matcha I'm going to show you is our organic sweet matcha. You can see it looks like it has a little bit of a greenier texture from the organic cane sugar that's added to it, and it's perfect for making 2-ingredient matcha lattes since it's already pre-sweetened and delicious and easy to use. This is what I would call our staple matcha. This is our organic premium matcha. It's not sweetened, it's a very high grade Japanese premium matcha, but it's not the highest grade, so it's affordable for everyday use. Okay, now that we've seen a couple matcha options, let's talk about how to make your matcha. Whether you're making matcha for a latte or to drink on its own, the process is very similar. So the regular amount of matcha that we recommend to start with would be about a teaspoon for 8 ounces of hot water. However, I'm just going to take a couple scoops since I'm pretty used to making matcha lattes. I can kind of eyeball it, and I'm just going to add my hot water and then whisk it thoroughly so that I get a nice, smooth, frothy matcha. Thinking of matcha kind of like espresso can make it a little bit easier for people to understand how much to use. If you want a stronger drink, just use a little more matcha. If you want a little bit weaker, you just use a little less, just like you would add 1, 2, or 3 shots of espresso to a latte. Next up, I'm going to show you a really easy way to make a delicious matcha latte that's easy enough for every day and will get you started on your matcha journey. So for my favorite simple everyday matcha latte, I like to use about 3 parts milk to 1 part matcha. I don't have a frother on hand right now, so I'm just using a whisk to give my hot oat milk a little bit of a froth before adding my matcha and giving it another quick whisk. I added a little bit of vanilla syrup to this as a sweetener since I'm using my organic premium matcha, which is not sweetened, but if you're using sweet matcha, you don't have to add anything else and it makes it a super easy 2-step process. And that's pretty much all you need to know about matcha to get started. There's hundreds of thousands of ways that you could prepare your matcha to make it perfect for your taste preferences, but really easy matcha lattes don't take a lot of work, ingredients, or steps. If you're interested in checking out any of the products that I mentioned in this video, check in the bio below, they'll all be linked. And if you want to check out more products that we carry, tons more matcha or anything else, go to our website, fullleafteacompany.com. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.